Hi, podcast listeners. Thanks so much for choosing to listen to Dysfunctional, a family podcast. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Hopefully, we are going to be opening up the country soon so we can gallivant around the streets and bust it open once again. This is episode 7, where we discuss some of me and my mom's most infamous arguments from when I was in high school. I used to always wonder why my mom was tripping so much and why she just would never let me do whatever I wanted to do. And I knew she always wondered why I was such a goddamn lunatic. Well, here we both get a glimpse into each other's madness. I really like this episode, and I hope you will too.
Did I make you feel safe as a child? Like I would protect you? Did you feel safe?
Yeah.
Why you make that face?
Because, mommy, whenever you don't know what question to ask, you're always like, so tell me, I was amazing, right? And I did this and I did that.
Honestly,
And
it's not what I thought. To be honest, I thought you were gonna say, "Yeah, but remember that time you put me on the bus in the cold?" Da da da. Da? I thought you were gonna bring that up. I didn't feel safe then. I
oh,
thought you were
I'd
gonna talk about
love to
that.
talk about that. I thought she
Talk
meant
about
in
it then, nigga.
general. Yes,
Because the
there
next
were
time somebody come
several
pick
times
you up,
when you
I bet you be on
humiliated me
time.
in
For the
public.
20th doggone time you
There
late, you taking a bus, and that's exactly
I
what
have
happened.
so many
Period.
stories about times when you've put me in extreme emotional distress. It's unreal, mommy,
Do
okay?
tell. You think
It's
so?
unreal.
You think
I
so?
mean, I was safe from outside people, definitely. But ooh. Inside, ooh, I could get it any day. Case in point. I tell this story to my friends all the time. One time I was meeting you at your job. You worked at a hospital that was very large. You told me to meet you by the fountain. Mind you, there are several fountains in the hospital. I go to the incorrect fountain and I wait, but then I don't see you. So then I go to the right fountain. Finally, maybe about 30 minutes later, you see me in your rear view mirror. As I come up to the car, you speed off. Vroom,
Yeah,
down
now
the
tell the rest
street,
of the story.
okay?
Now tell the rest of the story.
Can you please hush while I tell the story, mommy, please?
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Don't interrupt the story. So I run down the street towards the car. Now, I don't know if this is what happens. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be running towards the street. Maybe I should have stopped and called somebody, but I thought I can still catch the car. You see me in the rearview mirror coming up close on the car, and you speed up, vroom, down the street. So now I'm like, wow.
I did.
Wow.
I did. Because I got so sick of your ass. Let me tell you
Don't
something.
you know how insane that is?
You're not telling
only
the whole
was I
story.
almost there.
You tell the rest of the story. Tell what
you
happened
always
before
think-
all of that. What happened before
You
that,
always
Ebony?
think that people know how you feel inside. I didn't know that you were irritated. I just thought, oh my gosh, I was lost, and then I finally found mommy. That's great. Mommy, here I am. I finally found you. And you, vroom, speed off. You just sped off into the
late.
distance.
No, always late. Everybody got to wait on
Lost.
you. You take 8
I was
years to get in and
lost.
out the goddamn car. I don't know what you doing. You've been always slowly. Okay.
I
Always
move
late.
at my own pace.
And then half the time you didn't think. Like it just be like just regular shit, and you just be like, Victoria, I'm like, are you for
No.
real right now?
Mommy, don't reference me in that voice. That's so mean.
I'm sorry. I mean,
I think
I meant to like make it sound like you just like spaced out. But and then
I see.
So at this point, we didn't had it. Okay, I've been at work all day. Let me tell you something. All damn day. Okay, and you gonna come and meet me at my job. I don't even know why, but whatever the case may be, because you and your sister always came to work with me. That's not a big deal. But you went into a door that you ain't never seen that door before. Why in the hell did you go in there?
I don't know. You just said find the fountain, so I was
Stop
like, "Where's
it!
the
You should have went through the
fountain?"
front door like you normally do, and the fountain's right there.
No, what you referenced was a waterfall, not a fountain.
Yes,
I've seen both. No, you said fountain. I found a fountain in the maternity ward, a little ways away from the main entrance.
And the rest of the world is at the front door. In front of the waterfall fountain. It's a big ass fountain that's on it takes up the entire wall, and it looks like a waterfall. There's no waterfall.
I didn't know where you might have wanted me to meet you. I was just I was just thinking details, Ebony. Remember the details. Don't make a mistake. And in trying to do that, I did make a mistake. And then you left me there. And then I ran after the car, and then you left me there again.
And then I circled
And then
around the block.
sad.
I circled around the block, and I talked to myself like, when she get in this car, don't choke her out. Just Ebony. She's a very sweet girl. Okay, but we know what we're working with. So let's just. And then when I got in the car, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you crazy? Do you not? You've been here a million times."
Making me cry. That's all I remember. You made me cry.
I don't care.
And then let's talk about the other time. You said and then let's talk about the other time. Let's move on. So one time I was at the Boys and Girls Club. You said I was taking too long as well. Mm-hmm. Perhaps I was doing something important.
No, you wasn't.
Mommy. But anyway, you left me there, and I had to figure out how to get home.
Yeah.
I didn't have any money from the bus. I spent all my loose change on chips and Oreos.
That's
so
your
I
fault.
had no money to get on the bus. I know, but this is the moment where I just felt, I don't know. I was just in distress.
I bet you learned your lesson, because this was the final straw. Okay, I've been sitting out in that doggone car coming for you and your sister. I would be sitting out there for an hour, 2 hours. Fucking, I will go to the store, come back, and we on hour 3. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
That's an exaggeration. Not
no,
3
it's
hours.
not an exaggeration. It would be sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm here, and then nobody. I call in, I text you, I call you. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I send a message, send a pigeon in there. Little kids going, go find Ebony and Jay. Tell them to come outside. I'm sitting another hour past. I'm like, are you for real?
No, not 2 hours.
Yes.
I don't know if it was more.
Yes.
Than like
it was so
an hour.
long. It was so long. Bridget's dad would come up, and I'd be out there talking to him, because I'm like, Really? So at this point, I was like, you know what? I've been at work all damn day. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go home. She better bring her ass out this building. Period.
I'll be honest with you. Yo no recuerdo. I don't remember that. I can't lie. Don't. Maybe I just have a selective memory or something, and I'm trying to make myself just seem awesome in my memory. I mean, I know I've made some mistakes, but really, I'm generally perfect. So I don't know what you're...
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know about hours, but I know I did probably have you waiting.
It was a long time.
I apologize for that now, but there are things I did have to learn as a young girl, and now as an older woman, I still don't know, because I still show up late to almost every job that I've ever had. But the thing about me is, this is what I've learned about myself. My strong suit is not following the rules and giving respect. My strong suit is performance.
Wait, what?
Yes. I am a great worker. I'm a great, I was going to say team worker, but if I don't like somebody in the team, maybe not. But I am a great worker, and I get things done quickly. So that's the main thing. And that's why I get hired, not because I'm a nice person.
Don't tell nobody you work with that this podcast exists. You don't want that out there. Okay, so listen.
You're supposed to counteract me and say, no, Ebony, you are a nice person.
You are a nice person.
I see.
But you're not perfect. Your shit stink. You're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm far from perfect. But
yeah,
you can't put those rose-colored glasses on me, Jack. I was there. I know what you did. Just like that time. Talk about the time you wanted to join the band.
How do you know that was a sexual predator?
Oh, stop it. Right now, you could be somewhere with a mattress strapped to your back, okay? You're welcome, okay? You're welcome. Mommy saved you that day.
I think I don't know. Okay, maybe... Tell me how you actually know, because I'm actually interested to see how you came to the conclusion that somebody was trying to trap me. And let me just give the story really quickly. Okay. So basically, when I was a child, I wanted to be a singer, even though I don't know necessarily how talented I was, thinking back about it objectively. And so I looked online and I found an ad for a young girl that was in my area that wanted to do a girl band. And I was like, okay, I'm going to send in a tape. So I sent in a tape, and she responded and said, hey, you can come meet me in Rockford, Illinois, which is about 2 hours away from where I was. And I said, word up, shorty, I'm going to be there because I'm ready to get
It
a
was
Grammy. And
Romeoville.
Romeoville.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, I think I'm going to become super famous because I'm obviously very talented and beautiful. And so I asked my mom if I can go, and she said no. And I threw a temper tantrum, and she attacked me.
Okay, so let's tell the real story. So up until that point, yeah, so you did find something online. I was like, that's
Yes.
awesome. Because I supported every single thing that you and your sister did, even if I was like, okay, this shit's gonna crash and burn, but we're gonna try it anyway. So I was like, yeah, sure, you can join the band. Let's go. What's the girl's phone number? I need to talk to her parents. That is what
Uh-huh.
happened. You gave me the phone number. I called. I was like, let me see the text messages. Or like a look. I saw you were text. That's another thing. She never spoke to you. You never once. Red flag number one. You never once spoke to her.
I
Not
see. Like
one
on the
time
phone.
on the phone.
You
You
mean,
never heard her
I
voice.
see.
It was only through a text. Then I said, let me see the text messages. Okay, cool. I called. I left a voicemail because they didn't answer the phone. I said, this is Ebony's mom. Strike number two. Well, excuse me, red flag number two. They never called back. Okay,
I
fine. I
see.
called
This is some
again.
To Catch a Predator type stuff.
Yes, I called again because at this point, you're not about to have my 15-year-old daughter go out here lies, lies, and lies and lies. So I called again,
I was
left
15 when
another
this happened.
voicemail. Yes, I left another voicemail. They never
Wow.
answer. I texted them. They never answer. I said, who is this person? Who are you talking to? I said, what did
Ooh.
she say? And you said, I've never spoken to her. Wait, what? Okay. Then I
Mm.
said, let me see those texts again. I told you, text her. And she replied. But she would
What'd
never
she say?
reply. Then I told you, call her. You call, they don't answer. How are they texting you, but they don't answer? You get what I'm saying? So
I see what you're
then,
saying.
so then,
But mommy, how come you didn't just explain this to
I
me? That's what I'm
did. You were
saying.
not trying to listen. I told you. I said, are you crazy?
Mm.
You've never spoken to these people. They don't answer the phone when I call. They have several voicemail. I'm texting them. You call, they don't answer. They only talk to you on the text. This is a 40-year-old man you talking to. You're gonna be in a fucking brothel. Stop it.
But I didn't see, my brain didn't bridge the gap between, okay, I'm talking to these people. I just didn't bridge that gap, like that I couldn't hear the person's voice, and that meant that they probably weren't who they saying that they were.
Right, because as a child, you want something and you want it so bad, you're willing to do anything, and like people don't think because you're 15, you're not supposed to. But that's why you have parents. So I did my job as a parent, and you are still alive today. You're welcome.
Yeah. Well,
That's not all. So then you called.
oh,
They don't
okay.
answer. You left a voicemail. They never called back. You texted them and you said, where should I meet you? They told you Starbucks in Romeoville and gave you an address. I told you, you're not going to any Starbucks in Romeoville. I don't give a shit what you talking about. That's not a 15-year-old girl on the other end of that phone. And I said, they don't answer the phone. How do you know? You told me that I didn't know what I was talking about. And you were gonna,
Oh.
you said I would just get, I said, you know what? I said, yeah, you can go. We're all gonna go. Me, you, Grammy Vet, let's go pick her up, and Jada too. Let's go. We're all going.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I said, okay, ask the person what the address is. Tell me your whole family's coming. They never responded. You see what I'm saying?
I
So
don't even
then you
remember
got
that
mad.
part.
You got mad, and this is when the beat down occurred. You got mad, and you said, I'm gonna go anyway. I don't care what you
Wait,
talking
mommy.
about.
Wait, mommy. I think this is a perfect time to introduce our sponsor.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you know anything about me, Ebony Bell, you know that I love a good joint. Okay, honey? A nice blunt rolled up in that Swisser Sweet, that Dutch, that frontal leaf, okay? But what we don't do, honey, what we don't do is we don't smoke roaches with our bare fingers. That just is not it. You be burning your lips, burning your fingers, messing up your acrylic nails. You know what I'm saying? That just can't be what it is. And that's just never going to be what it is. So what we have for you today is called a roach clip. You heard it right, folks. A roach clip. A roach clip is what you put on your roach so that when you're smoking the roach, it can be held at a very safe distance from your luscious lips and your precious fingers. Tell them where to get it.
Get it at roachclips.com.
Roachclips.com. You know what it is. Look it up. Don't ask me.
So you said, you said, I don't care. I'm going to go anywhere, anyway. You can't stop me. So I'm like, oh, she think we a white family. Let me remind her right quick who the fuck she is talking to. So then I was like, what you say? So then you said, I'll just get on the bus. I said, you're not getting on the bus to no goddamn Romeoville to go meet the predator. Sit your ass down. I was standing up. You stood up like the Hulk. In my mind, it was slow motion. You know how people stand up like they want something? I was like, oh, this bitch wants something. Oh, okay. And that's when it happened.
Why do you think that I would ever try to fight you?
Because you stood up. The way you stood up, you know how you like, you have your, you were so mad. You was like, you had your fist, man. And you stood up like, huh. And I was like, oh, for real? But pow. It was over with.
No, I don't think so.
That's what happened.
I know that's how it looked from your point of view, but how it looked to me was like, I don't understand. And I feel like I'm not getting this explanation. And then I got angry and upset. And then you bum rushed me.
It wasn't a bum rush.
Yes, you definitely did.
Okay, well, that's your perspective. Okay, so I accept how you perceive it. Can you accept how I perceive it?
I will. Sure.
And you're welcome.
Because there's three sides to every story.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
There's three sides to every story. I guess we may never know.
Is your side, my side, and the other part of my side that's the truth. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But you had some really good things that occurred. You went to acting school.
Yeah.
And you started doing like theater in the park, for the park. I was a
nerd.
But it was really good though.
Do you think that I was a nerd? Like now I'm looking back on it, do you think?
What you mean? Yeah.
No hesitation.
No, you was like one of those pretty nerds. And, you was like you was shy around people you didn't know, but completely comfortable, like at the club, you know what I mean? With all those kids, like you were fine, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But with kids at school, you didn't know, you were really quiet.
Yeah, oh my God, I hated school.
And remember that time remember in your acting class, your the acting coach, if that's what you want to call him, he used to
I feel like that could be said about most acting coaches, but yeah, sorry.
He used to get a little like short with you or snippy, and because you were underage, it was an adult acting class, but because you were underage, I had to sit in the back of the class. But I also was gonna sit in the back of the class, period, because I need to watch these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my teenage daughter. If I couldn't sit in the back of that class wasn't going to occur. So he remember that time he tried to yell at you. And no. Yeah, he tried to yell at you and draw out you, like make you cry on purpose. It was something like that. And he tried to trigger you. And he had done it once before. And then this time I was like, okay, wait a minute. Because, we talked about it in the car. I was like, what the fuck was that about? And you were like, oh, that's part of it. I was like, no, I don't like that. And then I said something the next time he did that, and I popped off on him. Remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh, I bet he do. He got it on video.
He does? Oh, yeah, he used to record the classes, huh? Oh, my God, acting coaches are so weird. Acting, period, is just... I feel like it's probably hard to find a really decent acting coach these days, because anybody with, like, or a mild personality disorder probably thinks they can be an acting coach.
I think you got some good out of it, you know.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess it was cool.
Mhm.
It was nice and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I did do a lot of stuff when I was a kid. I can't
Mhm.
believe I was a nerd, though. I used to think I was cool. I thought I was a really cool person.
You were.
Just like a cool nerd.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm saying
You
that
know,
because I know how smart you were. I don't know if all them kids at that club knew that, but the kids in your school knew it. They knew you and Jada was really smart.
oh, very, very, very smart, I think.
You
But you
guys
know
were
what?
always the smartest in your class.
Sometimes I feel like I should have more street smarts too.
As
Like I
well.
feel like I feel like I have a decent amount of book smarts, but I don't know why I don't have that much street smarts. It just doesn't come to me so naturally.
I don't know either because your sister got it. I don't know what happened to you.
Right? How? I don't know. Maybe I just don't pay attention to some things, or maybe it's just like not how my brain is wired or something like that. I'm just like, I
I
don't know.
don't know.
I don't
I don't know.
know. Thanks so much for listening to this episode, guys. You can follow us on Instagram at dysfunctionalpod for clips from our episodes. Until next time, friends, stay black. Unless you're another race, if you're Caucasian or Latino, Asian. I'm sorry if I'm leaving you out. Do that. Do whatever you need to do. Goodbye.